Hey, this is Veblen McCarty, and I'm going to teach you how to be effortlessly productive. I've been an entrepreneur for over 20 years, and I got sick and tired of experts preaching what business and life should look like and what I should be doing as a leader and to turn a profit, only to find myself wasting time, burned out, feeling inauthentic, and still not making any money. On this show, we are ditching the shoulds. I'm giving you permission to do business differently. As a certified master coach, I believe that everything you need to have success and build the life and business of your dreams is already living on the inside. I'm going to empower you to lean into what you do best, help you see your path forward clearly, and give you the strategy and action steps along the way to become effortlessly productive. Let's dive in.
Welcome to this episode of Effortlessly Productive. Today, we are going to be talking about masculine and feminine energy. Now, when I say masculine and feminine, we are not talking about gender. Every single being has both masculine and feminine energy within them. And again, this has nothing to do with our gender, with how we identify, anything like that. When we talk about masculine, we are talking about the energy that is more structured, that is more power, like push through, go get it. Like I am going to make some stuff happen today. And I'm not going to say that females, again, this has nothing to do with gender, like the logical part, but it is more of that like logical, structured problem solving. I am going to find a solution to all the things and go get the stuff done. And then we have our feminine energy, which is our creative. People talk about it as flow. It's that just like very flowy, like I'm going to just kind of feel into this. Again, that's where all of our creativity comes from. So as you can hear, as I am talking about this, when we talk about masculine and feminine energy in our business, it is really important to have both. There are things in our business where we are going to need to dive into like data analysis and bookkeeping and our financials. Even if you have people hired to do that, I firmly believe as a CEO of your business, it's really important to be able to look at your data, to know what your business is doing, to be in all of that. This is where our business systems are, the things that I love helping people learn how to create, those systems and automations and technology and all of that stuff. Now we add creative aspects into some of that, but the actual structured things and making those systems work for us, that is very masculine. Whereas our feminine is that creative flow. It's where we're in the brainstorming and the ideas are coming, where our vision is of where we're going, the heart pouring out for the people that we want to help. So it's all of that stuff. So it's really important to have both. And one of the biggest misconceptions that I hear all the time is people think that they either have one or the other, number one, or they will say, oh, right now I'm just all feminine flow. There's no masculine energy. And this is where both are present in our bodies all the time. It is just a matter of which flow, which channel is turned up the most right now. So if you are in a very creative, flowy state, you might be noticing that your feminine energy is flowing really strongly and your masculine energy is still there. It's just turned down a little bit. That's one thing that I just want to point out because I think a lot of the time people think like, oh, I am 100% in like my feminine flow right now. And that means the masculine is not there to access. It is there. It is in you all the time. I wanted to share with you some tools that we can use to turn one up or down, to basically turn the levels on this. Because let's say you wake up and you're like, I am just in such a creative space right now. Like, this is beautiful. However, I have a meeting with my CPA this morning and we are diving into all of this masculine energy stuff with my business today, and my brain is just not there. It's like all in the creative stuff. And I want to get a little bit more into that masculine energy. So something that we can do is actually with breathing. So our masculine energy flows through our right nostril. If you are listening, I am pointing to my right nostril on the YouTube video. And the feminine energy flows through our left nostril. So if we want to pump up our masculine energy for this meeting with our CPA, we can actually plug our left nostril, which is our feminine energy flow channel. We can go ahead and plug that and breathe through our right nostril only, and that will help prime that masculine energy flow. And vice versa. Let's say you wake up and you are just in a get stuff done kind of mood, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be creating stuff today. Like today, I was like, okay, I'm going to be recording some podcast episodes, right? That's a very creative thing. So I wanted to be in my creative flow. So you can then plug your right nostril and breathe through your left. And that will prime that feminine flow, that creative flow. So I wanted to give you that little tool because I wanted to be able to give you something that, number one, just kind of highlight today some misconceptions about the masculine and feminine energy, that everybody has both of them, that we have access to them at all times because they are both flowing through us at all times. It's just a matter of which channel is turned up a little bit louder at the moment. And also highlight what it is that each one needs. Because I've heard a lot of people say things that might just not be quite as accurate, or they just don't have a full understanding of it. I wanted to also talk about why this is so important for our business, because like you can see, there are certain things in our business that are really important to do in both those energies, and then give you this breathing tool so that in those moments where you want to turn up the energy of one side or the other, that you have the ability to do that. And I could give you some Kundalini Kriyas. I could give you stuff to do that's a lot longer, but I know as an entrepreneur, that's not always realistic, right? Sometimes we are like, oh my gosh, I have literally 3 minutes to turn this, to shift this. And so that breathing technique, you can literally just do it for a minute. We all have a minute. So if you wake up one day and you're like, I have this on my calendar, I'm supposed to be showing up to do this, and I am just not in that energy, that is a great, quick thing that you can do. We're just turning the knobs, right? Our entire energy level comes up when we do that. And also it will increase that energy that you're looking for. So I hope this episode was helpful. I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I will catch you on the next episode of Effortlessly Productive.